Hello guys, welcome to another detailing business roundup series. Andre here with Wings Mobile Detailing. Today we are covering five problems if you're a detailer and you're started, perhaps it's your first year in detailing business and you're struggling to getting clients. You're struggling, or your car is breaking down and you think that you're never going to grow because it's impossible. When you save a little bit more of money, 1 year after business, you save a little bit of money and you have your car breaking down. Or, taxes, you gotta pay taxes and then you're broke again. Don't like to use this word, but guys, I'm gonna cover five problems that you're gonna go through. Slightly of a tip of how to overcome those, but I understand, guys. I've been in business for over 6 or 7 years now, and for all this time, we've grown to different states and locations, as you guys may already know. And we go through all of that. I went through all of that. They were difficult times. You get the butterfly. I mean, business is not perfect. You're not gonna have smooth ride. If you do, or when you are having a smooth ride in business, so let's say you go, that's the funny part. When I used to go through 1 month in business, 1 or 2 months, consecutive months of it going smooth, everything going right, that's when I started to get worried. That's when 1 or 2 months consecutive goes right and smooth, I really get worried because I know that the wave is coming, and it's business running smooth. The two words doesn't go well together. That's not how it works. You get trouble, and when it's running smooth, that's probably your break time, but the break time doesn't usually last. I might try to record this business series roundup here to tell you, business is difficult, don't do it, don't continue because it's hard anyways. No, I'm actually recording this for you guys to get motivated and understand that what you're going through as a business owner is normal. We go through problems. Right here, no lights. I'm not sure if you guys realize, but it's a little bit dark, this recording, because the lights are off here. It's gonna come back on. It's running on generator. So let's see how it goes. Let's jump right into it. I was gonna use the board, but for this time we got 5 problems. The one is getting clients, guys. And on the last video, subscribe to this channel, guys, because I go through different things. On the last video, I talked about how much money you need to start a detailing business, what you're gonna spend money on, and your estimation of when you're going to start profiting. If you're starting from zero with no knowledge, with no experience in detailing, with not a lot of money, just a little bit of money to invest, and you want to start not from almost from zero your detailing business. So we went through that last year, and last week actually, on our every Thursday we're on, or Saturday, I forgot what day is today. So we go through that, and the estimation of profit, guys, was that I could have very well last week have said that in the first 2 months, 3 months, you're gonna profit $1,000, $2,000 a month in business. I could say that. It sounds nice, right? And a lot of people can say that, people with no experience in business. Well, you can profit $3,000 a month. But guys, don't confuse it. Don't confuse it, because you're spending money, and let's on the second month, maybe you get lucky on the first or second month, you get a dealership and you make $1,000 that month, and then the second month you can make $0. And I say that because not only do I have my own experience, but I know of multiple business owners before they franchised with Wings Mobile Detailing, because then it's way easier to get clients. You're not worried about training because you get that as well. So you can jump straight to the get-go and not spending money on website optimization, all that, because it comes with a franchise. But now for this, I know a lot of business owners who they thought it would be that easy. They spend a little bit of money on buying a van, doesn't cost much, on equipment, which is around $3,500 to get all the equipment. They did all that and they got lucky. Their second month, they got clients. They're like, oh man, I'm excited. They even bought better equipment, And then the third month didn't go too well. Fourth month didn't go too well. Fifth month, they profit, let's say $600. Seventh month, they profit another $600. On 9 months after, they were still at $500. and they were losing money because they have to pay for insurance. After 1.5 years, that's when it started picking up. I know a lot of guys like that in detailing who start detailing business and struggle because business is not easy. And then finally, when they were making good money in the second half of the second year, their car broke down. So they have to put money right there, and it's difficult because you're there struggling, and you're first, you don't know how to price your services. So this is one of the problems right here, guys, is getting clients. Even if you get 30 clients a month after your first year, you know, 1 client a day. But if in the first 6 or 7 months, you were pricing your services well, because you're starting off now, and you're not going to price a service that you offer. Perhaps you don't even know how to offer the higher end services, or you don't have the confidence enough to provide a services to where you can charge $250 per service. You know, perhaps you're charging half of that. Perhaps you're doing $80 car wash or $100 only, and not all the other services that bring you more profit. So that by itself is going to decrease your bottom line. Can you skip that? You could, but if you don't know, you don't know, right? You're not going to charge something a service that you're not providing. And I believe that I was getting about 15 or 20 clients a month, right? 15 or 20 clients a month. Mind you that I didn't know the harder services. I ran through the same problem. My services costed $80 a car, top $180 a car. That's the top service that I used to have. Couldn't know how to provide the other ones. I didn't have the confidence. And you can say, I'll start my business, I know confidence, but if you don't know, you don't know. And then I started from there. I started doing for my pickup truck, and then later, 2.5 years later, that's when I acquired my van, right? And you may seem that took so long. Now, me looking back, it took long, because I could do that in only a few months now, knowing what we know. And with the leverage, obviously I wouldn't have the leverage of Wings back then, but yeah, 2.5 years. When the 3rd year is in business, I believe that's when I start getting more vans. They were expanding because the clientele, the website was good, and I started to expand. I got 3 vans, 2 more vans, so I had 3 vans total in the 3rd year, right? So the 3rd year, I'm not gonna say exploded, because there was a lot of work before that, but it wasn't easy. Oh, and then you may think, after I got my van, the second van, for example, if you have a second van, and you're gonna think, because after your first, on your second year, then you can start making money, guys. On your second year in business, or maybe a little bit less than that, and you have 1 van, you have everything going, and let's say you are profiting $4,000 to $5,000 a month, right? I'm saying average, because on a summer you can profit $8,000 that summer, right? In June, in July you can profit $8,000. That can happen. But then let's be real here, guys. And then winter you'll profit $2,000. So let's be real. Let's average it out. So I'm being real right here. I'm gonna average it out. That on the second year, let's say you can profit 4 to 5, let's say $5,000 a month, right? And you're like excited because you think, man, I got 1 van, only 1 van, one team, and I'm profiting $5,000 a month. Imagine when I have 2. Detailing is a great business. It is great like any other business, but not like any other business. Detailing is better because you're not starting off with a high overhead. You can really profit $5,000 a month with you having 1 team, yourself. You having yourself. You know, not every business you can do that, guys. But now let's face with the problems. You're gonna have problems. Perhaps you're saving money, you got a good money saved on your account, and then your van's gonna break down. But without employees, you're not gonna have as many problems. Without employees, the problems are still gonna hurt. The more you grow, the bigger problem you have, and they're gonna hurt you about the same. But the small problems when you're big is not gonna affect you as much. What is gonna affect you, guys, when you're solo, the first problems is gonna affect you is when you get, let's say, a 1-star review, right? Because you want a reputation, And that will mess up your day. You're gonna have butterfly in your stomach, guys. You get a 1-star review, then your entire day is gonna mess up, perhaps your week. And when you grow, that's not gonna be the problem anymore. Something else is gonna be the problem, to the point where you get butterflies in your stomach. So that is a problem that you're gonna run through. So you wanna prepare how? By getting reviews, obviously. Also, you wanna get those reviews to be prepared for when the wave comes. Number 2 problem is your car breaking down, right? You're finally able to save money, but then you get all the money that you saved and you invest back in your business, because that's the only way to grow. Is you gotta invest time and money if you wanna grow your business. You gotta write the check as well. And your car breakdown, for example, you get, let's say, a $800 mechanic bill there, and then you realize also that your business is not as profitable as you thought it would, because at the beginning you're not too worried about getting systems to separate to pay your taxes, because you're not making as much money, so you're not much in danger of that. Your car is not breaking down as much. All your equipments are new. You're doing it by yourself there. But then you start realize that that's not how the profit works. It's not all beautiful, nice like your second year in business was, where you're just profiting $2,000, $5,000 a month after the second year. But there's a way to make it quicker. So in the winter, that's another problem, guys, is not only the money, but when I say winter, is your van. How are you gonna have your van set up to prepare? I have video on how to prepare your van for winter, but on show you that you can have a propane tank inside, Mr. Buddy heater to heat up the entire van at night. You're gonna spend money on that as well on winter, and the clients are gonna cancel, but that's part of the revenue problem. And you're gonna have to go there. Now, if you have employees during that time, if let's say you start getting employees, a helper, that's problem number 5. Problem number 4 with the winter, how to set up your van. You can fix that, you're gonna get butterflies because your products are freezing up. Perhaps your steamer is gonna break because it froze. Once it freezes, the steamer or pressure washer, it's done instantly. Employees, a big problem. The problems you're gonna have with employees is, first, how to hire employees, and we have videos on that. How to acquire them, how to interview them, make the process shorter, but you're still gonna go through problems like. Now, the way you overcome this is you never put in your head that it is not normal. Guys, it is normal to have these problems. If you're following these multi-million-dollar companies, not even detailing companies, any other companies who have employees, have 100+ employees, and you think, man, it was much easier for these people. It wasn't hard because they have all these employees. Maybe I'm doing something wrong because I'm getting all this problem. I get employee turnover, they come and they leave, they're not great, I have to train them, they don't do the service as well as I do. All these multi-million-dollar business owners, they go through the same problems. The difference between them is they didn't give up. Even though they thought that it was impossible to overcome the butterfly. You may cry sometimes with you losing employees as well, or you're not finding them, or you're having your van breaking down and the other van breaking down again. That will happen. Maybe they all come at once. You're not going to be getting tax audit, but that could be a problem as well. You get audit from taxes, but that might not happen in your first or second year in business. If you're small, the chances of that happening is very little, but there are future problems that they are waiting for you. Maybe they are waiting for me as well. Who knows? Hopefully not. So, these problems are going to come. Multimillionaires, they went through that, but you have to know that when times are easy and you're profiting a lot of money, do not spend thinking that that profit is going to continue to come, because there's going to be ups and downs. That's why all these multi-million-dollar people, when they say read books to learn, is because they're learning and they're leveraging problems and experiences from other companies, from other business people. That's why they say that you have to leverage that, and you have to actually leverage that through learning, through reading books. Those small business people who's always small, never grow, is always that, I have 20 years of experience, I don't want to learn from anybody. They stay small because they're not humble enough to get a book and read and leverage from other people. And that's how other people grow. If you see, you have to mirror yourself from multi-million-dollar business people, from people who grow, not from your small neighbor. That's how, I'm sorry, but that's not how you should go. You shouldn't hear their advice. Hear the advice from people who grow, or not hear their advice. See what they're doing. They're reading. They're taking leverage of vehicles to grow their own business. That's how they do it. So check it out, guys. Every Thursday, right? Every Thursday we come with the business roundup series. If you're in the detailing business, subscribe to the YouTube. We're gonna have other types of videos, but this series is still on this YouTube channel. Thank you very much, guys, and stay tuned.